307 North Main Street, Louisburg, North Carolina. Over the last month, I have been talking to quite a few people who live and work along Main Street corridor between the college and the river. Starting with the president of the college and several business owners all along Main Street. They all expressed the same concern. Traffic on Main Street is getting heavy and fast. People are ignoring the crosswalks, they're ignoring the speed limit, and it's just a matter of time before somebody gets hurt. Gary Brown, the president, says, he says, every year I just sweat over whether our kids are going to be able to get through the year. He says, I beg them to be careful, but you know how college kids are. So I have some suggestions on how to improve the situation. First, I think we need to expand the restricted speed limit up to Justice Street. That would include the college and give people a chance to slow down before they got to downtown. That we need to put up signs similar to what Wake Forest has done in Southeastern. These are signs that go in the middle of the street, and they clearly say that North Carolina state law requires you to stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. I think we need increased enforcement of the speed limit. But I also don't think our current police force should be overburdened with that responsibility. So I think the town should consider hiring some unarmed auxiliary officers to just enforce the speed limit. The cost of that could be possibly offset by the fines that would be levied. And finally, I think we need to install some traffic calming devices along that corridor. I would suggest that we put one at each end, just between Justice Street and the college, and over at East River Road, between East River Road and the Depot Hill, and then ones on either side of each of the 3 crosswalks that are not at an intersection. These should be designed so they require people to slow but not stop, so they don't impede the traffic flow, but get people to slow down. I would like your careful consideration of these things. I have this written out, and I'm going to give it to Mr. Benjamin. Thank you.
Dr. Dover, what was the last thing you said, installing?
Traffic calming devices, commonly known as speed bumps, but you can also use rumble strips, things that, you know, if you go over at a high speed, you're going to jar, but if you go at low speed, and speed bumps can be these awful things that you have to come to a complete stop and crawl over, but they also can be low where you could go over them at 20, 25 miles an hour. But if you get up to 30, 35, 40, as sometimes people do, they would give you quite a jar.
Are you talking about some that I've seen in like new developments that are like this, that are brick and maybe have slanted sides?
Exactly.
That don't
Yeah,
jar
don't
the
knock
car,
your
damage
tires
the
right
car.
out of
I mean,
line.
people with bad backs, you
Right,
know,
exactly.
just wince at those
Sure.
that you see that I call really a speed bump.
Right. Now, I'm not going to try to tell you what you should do. I think I'm sure DOT has quite a few experts that could work with the town on how to design these things so they meet both needs. Okay. Any other questions?
Thank you, John.